Shall we start or we'll wait for another few minutes?
Yes, sir. I'll give the introduction. We'll start it shortly.
Sure, sure.
Sir, you can start with the session.
So, yeah, good evening to all. First of all, I would like to thanks to the respected principals, esteemed HOD of the department, and coordinators and faculties, and even our teams from our company sides, colleagues, those who are organized these events called 6 days faculty development program based on the current AI frontier of LLM and advanced skill sets. Okay. So I'd like to thanks once again for you all. So let's introduce myself. I am Muhammad Luhman from Tamil Nadu, Chennai. I am working as a senior subject matter experts from data mites. I was started actually the journey initially when I was completed my PG course, ME Computer Science, where I was completed my degree, the same college. It has around 6 years assistant professor as an experience of that platform. After completion of my education sector as a assistant professor, then move on into IT sector. There it was started as a journey first as a business analyst, then move on into quality analyst in the development sector, and after that move on into data analyst in the platform of enterprise resource planning for specialized in production planning, all those things. And after that, it was slowly started to move on in the field of data science and move on into AI. I'm so much happy to be here to exposure the skill sets here. to provide some kinds of skills, and even you peoples also can gather some kinds of skill sets. Okay. So thank you so much once again for you all. So I would like to share the screens now. So the today's sections which we are going to discuss, domain specific applications of LLMs in healthcare, finance and educations. So I just share my screens now. Is the screen visible? Please let me know.
Yes, sir,
Yes,
it
yes.
is visible.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So today's section is which we are going to discuss LLM applications. Yesterday we have seen, even I too also attended the sections regarding about of introduction of LLMs, then know about architecture, all those things. Today we'll talk about what types of applications and what types of tools that should be used in various domain sectors, specialized in which we are going to discuss in the platform of finance, healthcare, and even for educations also. Okay. So first, I just want to share some few points that's to be call it as LLM. I think we peoples know about the concept of LLM. I think so, am I right? So we can call it as LLM, which is nothing but it's read a huge amount of text and learn how human use language. Likewise, it's going to be learn everything. It's a backbone of modern AI. Okay, so which we have to implement that power chatbots, virtual assistants, search engines, and even we can able to make automations tools, and also we can do for scientific research purpose, which we can create effective platforms. And this modern LLM, which we know we are going to do several tasks like text generations, document analysis, even code generations, all these things. We people's daily base, which we are using, call it as a tool that should be called Chat GPT, Gemini AI, Clad, Llama, Mistrals, all these things are kinds of tools available in the market, so that which we can easily to use. The word large, that's we can call it as we are going to use as a predefined model that's going to train billions or trillions of words, which is having lots of parameters, which we can call it as even millions and billions of parameter, which is already train it. So no need to have any kind of powerful GPUs or TPUs, those things. Am I right? So it's understand about the data. It's going to be trained those data. So the working flow process is which we collect the data and we can do pre-processing techniques, and we move on into training sections and validate. At last, fine tune the results if we are not able to get. So this LLM is a statistical model that trains on vast sets of text data, even which is going to be predict the next word, phrase, text, or whatever it may be the things. When you are going to provide any given context, that should be easily to get a status. We peoples already know when we are going to write any kind of real-time applications, to say when you are going to use email, when you are going to write any kind of text while writing a words or sentence, that should be predicted the next future 6 words. Even we people's training for the candidates while doing for machine learning projects or AI projects, peoples are using collabs, Google collabs. There also, when you are going to write any kind of code, that particular tool is going to read all the previous context. So based on that, we'll get a future informations. So that which can easily to grab the things. So as of we know how these LLMs are used in industries. The main purpose of using these industries is we know we have already massive data that's going to be predict such kinds of data. So organizations use them to automate workflow. Initially, it has manual process, then move on into every components move on into make for automate workflow process. The purpose of using to improve efficiency and enhance user interactions. Am I right? So that's the purpose, is to get much more look for scalable and also cost effective solutions. So these applications have various supports of functions, answering questions, customer questions for inquiries, even to generate high quality content also in the real time, which we are using language translations, automated codings, all these things. So as of we peoples already know about the predefined rules, that is traditional programs that we already discussed in AI part, in machine learning part and all. When we are going to work with structured data, all those things. When we have unstructured data to handle, either it may be a structured or unstructured data. That times when we have a large scale of the data, we are going to be trying those kinds of data to use as a deep learning models. So to handle complex problems. The purpose is here to adapt various language tasks for effective automations and also content generation. To train our LLM model, we know we are going to use neural networks. We are going to use neural networks to recognize patterns, relationship between the words and phrases, all these things. That's already trained, predefined trained model, which is having a billions of parameter, that's going to be understand about large scale of data. That's why we call it as process of billions of text samples. So we are using a trained model, that's to be call it as an architecture, that I think so yesterday, which we had discussed those topics, that should be call it as transformer architecture, that should be have a process of encoding and decoding techniques. It's a self attention mechanism, so which we have in detail already discussed those things. For our today's section is to be learn only application oriented. Am I right? So we are going to be integrated these kinds of LLM applications. Once you integrate it into the applications to launch all those things, the purpose which we have getting a improve efficiency results, and also it's a reduced cost for fast processing also, and even the user can easily to enhance to use such kinds of applications. And what is the actual big deal of these things? So it's a cool tech. Really, it's a cool tech. Many people think about that is some kinds of complex those things. So once we know about that mechanism, that's the internal workflow of transformer architecture, all those things. So which we are not going to be trained. No, we are not going to be trained those data. We are going to use simply that model. So after getting the results, we are just doing on it, fine tune the results. Am I right? So here, which helps to write, yeah, which I already said to you, email to build LLM products, and even we can easily to automate service, all those things. Anyone can able to use these things as a developer, as a analyst, as a ML engineer, as a freelancer, as a students in daily basis, they can easily to use many kinds of tools, which I said to you, email, some other tools also available. So we can easily to use all these things. So LLMs in industries, which we talk about, which we'll talk about the concept of advantages and disadvantages. So when we talk about advantages, yeah, it's a good thing is to be called decision supports. LLMs as a good decision supports. Once we get meaningful informations, finding insights informations from the data, so the stakeholders can easily to get a good feedback informations, and also it has a process optimizations to avoid such kinds of anomalies. Yearly, we can easily to detect any kind of issues, root cause problems. Okay. So next we have that productivity boost. The productivity boost is nothing but uh, please, some people's please mute the mic. And guys, please, some peoples are using enable the voice. Please try to mute it. Please try to mute it. It has some interrupt. Please don't mind. Please don't mind.
You are also on mute, sir.
Mohammed sir, Mohammed sir, sir,
Yes, yes,
son, yeah,
yes, yes, yes.
yes sir.
What happened? It's unmute, I think so.
Yes sir, it was.
Now only or the previous
No, no,
only?
now sir, previous sir. Now you can
Okay,
carry on.
okay, okay. So it's a data privacy concerns so that people can easily to handle all these things. And it has a implementation cost which is having very huge when you're going to handle this LLMs and all. It has a huge cost to handle such kinds of tools. And many limitations available in LLM applications, which already talk about privacies, even for errors, and reasoning about the limitations process based on large scale data, hallucinations when we are even get misconfirmation results in the output. Okay. So now we'll talk about the concept here. I can present these things. Seven powerful LLM model, LLM applications. So most which we are using now in the current market to be call it as automated content creations. Yeah, definitely we are using now content creations. Before 5 years before, we are in a demand to search for content creations and all for a marketing field. Now peoples were using GPTs, some other LLM tools, so which we can easily to move on for generate marketing uh, content, even for any kind of ads, all these things. Even we people's using now code generations to generate codes to detect any kind of errors which can easily to solve earlier as possible. Even we can able to use language translations. Okay, people can easily to use this language translations. And many people's now using research and data analysis. The talk when we talk about the research and data analysis, I think I am also doing now PhD. Whenever I'm having an idea to work for any kind of related research R&D, we people use some kinds of GPT tools, and we can able to search some help some kinds of contents. Okay, with the help of LLM tool. And also when we talk about data analysis, we are using a tool called that BI tool, business intelligence tools, that is Power BI, Tableau, all those things. There, when we are going to work for real-time data, when we are going to connect with the real-time data, do some kinds of analysis, finding insights from those data, which we are easily to enable such kinds of AI tools, so that no need to write a code, no need to do any kind of complex code and all. Let's talk about in Power BI, we have AI options available. That no need to have. Simply we can give the speech content, or if we are simply we can provide a keywords. What happened? It's generate the DAX command, all these codes. So likewise, we have lots of options available. So let's talk about sentiment analysis and even legal and compliance. So all these things we have a good things, powerful when we talk about LLM applications. Okay. Now in the year 2025 to 2026, we peoples have using the concept of RAG, retrieval augmented generations, and also we started to move on for moving around to make cheap LLM tools and moving around to find out the best effective optimal results for fine-tune process. Even we can go for multi-modality concept for longer text, and also many LLM tools now in the market to be have a paid versions. So focusing to move on for open source also. and also the data trust, which I said to you about the privacy. So in the next within a 4 months or 6 months, will move on. Every company is move on into the process. That's why we all the students now learning about, and candidates are learning about cyber security with AI, all these things. So here the LLM incorporate real-time information from external sources using the retrieval augment RAG techniques, and also the techniques like LoRa and QLoRa, which make easier to fine-tune your LLM model. So longer text to be handled, 1 lakhs of the tokens to be generated for text, audio, images, all these things, and even some Llama 2 versions available. Mistrals is there to customizable for LLM tools, all these things, even for deployment purpose. For enterprise purpose, which we are going to use for data security, we have in LLM, say in LLM itself, which regarding about for transparency those data. And then some of the companies having which I was already research some articles. Now some of the companies having growth now, something like called Amazon Tech, Q3 Technologies, Space O Technologies, Mind Inventory, and Master of Globals in Data Labs. These peoples every day they are providing articles regarding about the fastest moving on transactions, and also how they are going to be accessible about the data, accessible about the platform of various sector. So, and in the year 2006, which 2026, which we can call it as the move on, which I said to you, the same things, move on from paid to free process, and also move on to high performance results, and also customization is main important to move on it. Okay, these things is the best that should we talk about up to this theoretical part. So when we are going to discuss the best LLM tool, many people still use, I think so, chat gpt, am I right? The open chat gpt they are using, I think some other tools like Gemini AI, and also they are going to use Grok. Some other tools in the market available, still people doesn't know. Okay, Lambda is there, Google AI, we can call it as a model. Lambda, Llama, Meta AI from Facebook, Big Science providing Bloom 2 is the version. Google AI also providing PLM 2. Okay, Cohere is there for customizable to make for enterprise planning. Even our candidates are using Cloud. Okay, and some tools available, Mistrals, Falcon, Q1, all these kinds of LLM tools available in the market. So these are all having some kinds of features to access for free mode, and after that will be move on into paid also. So when we talk about before going to learn about these applications and all, we should have to know about two things. One is to be called open sources, and open source is nothing but called open LLMs. So whoever can able to access that LLMs, okay, open LLMs is a free mode, and paid one is called closed LLMs, all these things. So when we talk about open LLMs here, the public availability, so even anyone can able to access underlying the code, architecture, training data, all these things, researchers, developers, organizations to inspect, modify, even redistribute the models. So when we talk about here, some of the benefits available, accessibility, transparency, customizations, even customer support, cost effectiveness. So everyone can easily to access this is open LLMs. Even they will have the clear structure of architecture documentations. Even they can able to do fine tune process of modifications. They can help from the team, customer community support team also, and also will have so no licensing license fees and all. So these things will be available in when we talk about open LLMs. And some drawbacks also available. Technical expertise needed, and infrastructure cost also needed. It has license restrictions also. Some features to be available to use. Okay, and quality. When we talk about the informations, what we are going to be used when we are going to send some kinds of prompt message, whether that should be get a proper accuracy results or not. So we should have to think about all these things. And some of the open LLM available that's totally free, that is to be called Llama 2 version, and Bloom is there, then Falcon and GPT Neo X. And these things all very free to use, which can easily to handle, even you can able to use in the platform any kind of domain expert. Okay. So when we talk about closed LLMs, it's completely maintained organization itself. So which is having a model code architecture training all those things. We have a separate API and cloud services. So here it has limited accessibility and limited transparency, and customization also very limited, and we are going to use price based options. We peoples are using now to generate some kinds of high end React applications. Some site is to call no code AI. No code AI means without coding we can able to generate some applications, that high end applications called front end application React, using React concept. So we have no code AI. Some tools is available, Lovable. I think so. Many people know. I think Lovable.dev and also Bold.new. Bold.new is available. Some kinds of website is available, so that which we can easily to develop applications. And also some of the positives and that is to be called it as advantages and disadvantages available in pros and cons of closed LLMs, which having good high performance and scalability, which is having reduced cost in, and also we can easily to get regular updates, but have very limited control, limited customizations, and even data privacy concerns available. And we can talk about vendor. Definitely we need a vendor support. So which are all the closed LLM available means, which we can call it as GPT-4 and PLM2, GLAD, and Cohere is some kinds of LLM tools available in the market. And now, and the next four tiers of LLM applications. When we talk about these three layers, the first layer is to be called, um, we call it as infrastructure layer. So this infrastructure layer contains foundation models, the brain of the systems we call it as, which includes multi-model, multi-model like text, image, audio, all those things. And embedding models means to be call it as searching, the technique called drag, all these things. Diffusion models means we are going to be consider about image, video, audio generations. And also code LLMs means, that's I said to you now itself, no code, all these things. And these are all the foundations which we are available. These models are trained once and reused in many apps. So these models are trained once and reused many apps. When we talk about computing resources, that engine runs that particular model. So we are going to use some cloud GPUs or TPUs to handle large scale of data and large training and having a heavy load workload data. And also we can use edge devices. The purpose of using edge devices here is to talk about mobiles, IoT, all these things. Okay. And even we can go for cloud platforms. For communication systems, definitely we need a good internet access. Network access is needed, like high-end data access available, 5G or any access to be available, so that we can easily to access and transmission those data. And we know about the data. Data, it may be whatever it may be the data. So it may be a public data or private data, or we can call it as APIs. Okay, and even sensors data also. So and these things to be talked in the layer called infrastructure layer. Okay. So infrastructure layer, which is having a model, there we are going to compute and make a connection process to connect with those datas. And when we talk about protocol layer, so these protocol layers is a rule book. We can call it as a rule book that allows LLM, and we are going to use some AI agents, tool here. Okay. So it's a powerful infrastructure. Here we are going to prevent AI agents from working in isolations. It avoids customs. It avoids customs. It improves security, scalability, all these things. Okay. Here we can call it as MCP. What is MCP stands for? MCP is nothing but Model Context Protocol. It's a standard.
yes.
Yes, please. It's a context model
ಓದ್ತೀರಾ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ
protocol,
ಓದಪ್ಪ.
a standard way for LLMs to secure use tools,
ಹ?
data, and prompts. It's a securely used tools for data and prompts. And ACP, what is ACP stands for? ACP is nothing but Agent Communication Protocol to connect with enterprise agents, all these things. Please
I'm stop
unmute,
ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಡ.
please mute guys. It's the interrupt here. And A to A, we can call it as, so ATV is agent to agent protocol, and then ANP is nothing but called agent network protocol. So these things we have to handle when we are going to discuss in agentic AI, all these things. And at last final, we are going to use applications, our applications, real-time applications. So when we talk about applications here, user is going to be in, can give some kinds of text, video, audio, images, some other mixed format. So those applications to be works, understand input data. So using perceptrons and also planning to decide what to next, planning what to next. And actions means is nothing but we are going to use some tools, apps and devices. And we are going to use memory. The purpose of using here memory is nothing but call remember past conversions and user context and that should be saved in the memory and following the next process. So it's going to be connect these application layers first is going to be connect with protocol layer, then move on into infrastructure layer. So this is to be call it as a next frontier of LLM applications. And now we are going to discuss as of our today's topic is called cross industry applications of LLM. So we already know several domain available in the market. So when we talk about customer services, healthcare, finance, educations, manufacturings, legal, and even for marketing and advertisement, and even for media and entertainment. Some even I was missed here. Slides called medical science, and also I missed slides informations call it as my favorite to be call it as production department. Okay, ERP. Here also we have manufacturing. So I was missed those points here. So as of customer service, we already know chatbots, all these things, recommended systems. Help for healthcare, we are going to use diagnosis support and drugs discovery. For finance, we have fraud detection, risk management, all these things. But today we are going to discuss only these three parts: healthcare, finance, and educations. Only these three fields we are going to discuss what we have in the next last layer, what we have it actually, current year, what we have actually LLM tool, the next future, what we can do. So all those things to be discussed. First, we are going to discuss LLM in finance. I think you people know LLMs in finance. Some people comes from finance department also if you have an interest, am I right? So as of uh, in this platform, finance departments or systems use large scale of data to analyze informations and automate the task, and even to get some best decision making support in the field of banking, investment, insurance and financial sector. So here, the latest statistical report throughout globally, LLM market growth having a good now, which is growing now. As of USD dollar 1.59 billions in the year of 2023. Now it's more on into 259.8 billion. Okay, even will have to reach 2030. It's a margin ratio. We can call it as compound annual growth ratio, that is to be call it as CAGR of 79.8% ratio is having options now. It's a prediction results that we have a good market scale in finance industries. In America itself, they are saying about that around 105.5 billions in the year of 2030 will achieve all these things. And also it's have 750 millions applications will be powered or integrated these technologies. And the first use case which talk about automated trading systems. So LLM, which is going to learn from various amounts of data, and we are going to use in the platform of trade systems, automated trade systems to make informed decisions, to enhance the speed, and also to get accuracy of trading operations. Okay, so which we have here to say that uh, to summarize and extract insights from complex financial documents, which earnings reports, which can easily to do research, which can easily to do regulatory filings, and also we can do massive speeding workflow process, and also we can able to reduce human efforts. Examples to say here, annual reports of summarizing details, and also we can call SEC filing, even we can call it as contract or loan agreement analysis. All these things to be worked on in automated trading systems here. And also we have a concept called market investment analysis. In these platforms, we know we are going to use sentiment analysis to know about the customer's perspective, to get the portfolio decisions, and also to find forecasting results. And these are all some points to say here. And even we are going to use equity market analysis and investment decision supports. Okay, and we have the that should be one more points to call it as conversational AI and intelligence assistance. This is also one type of use case now, which handles customer inquiries. The currently using now customer inquiries. Let's talk about the companies called JP Morgan companies, which is having a own AI chatbots, helps employee draft performance reviews. That's it support client service without any kind of human agent. Without any kind of human agent, it was launched these things so that people can easily to interact all these things using chatbots. It's a AI chatbot to be used here. And we have, which I said to you, automated document processings, which I already talk about all these topics in detail. And also we have something call it as regulatory reporting, like which helps LLM helps in finance department call it as fraud detections and suspicious activity alerts. Those peoples are using now assisting for KYC scans, all these things. So these are all reduces manual works and improve accuracy in risk workflow management. So even we have custom financial LLMs, and also we are going to create agentic AI using LLMs concept itself, which fine tunes models for finance department to have even to generate planning report, even to generate synthetic data generations. And that's I already talk about the concept called automated trading insights. So these are all the topics which we have it. And in our LLM models, which we are used in some finance department, having a tool call it as most famous tool to be call it as Bloomberg and FinBERT and FinGPT. These are all which is having a related to finance department. Bloomberg GPT is nothing but which focused on completely finance, focused on the data that was developed that one company, Bloomberg. It's a train on massive amount of financial data. And also we have, they are using about the concept of market and news sentiment analysis, and they are reduce risk assessments and compliance supports, and even they are creating automated financial reports. Okay, so these kinds of using these tools which we have, even they can able to use in the company itself. And we have another tool is available called FinBERT uh, to analyze sentiment for financial text data here. The same what we had done, and also doing some kinds of news articles and reports. And even they are interpreting earning calls transcripts also. So some kinds of to other features which we are add on in this call FinBERT. And last we have FinGPT. The currently they are using FinGPT is nothing but called robo advisory systems, credit scoring, fraud detections to make optimized portfolio report. So these kinds of uh, uh, features to be available in the concept of which one FinGPT. And now FinBloom also available in the market for market data to support trading, which I talk about trading, automated trading. FinBloom we can call. That's also we have a tool. In the last year, we have it, AI as assist in the banking sector, insurance sector, all these things. When we talk about 2015, so which I said to you, JP Morgan, they are using LLM tools, and also one more LLM tools available in the market called chatbot. That chatbot call it as Chinese-based company. We call it as Tiger Brokers. Tiger Brokers, and also the name is called Tiger GPT. Tiger GPT. The that's boost research informations, client interactions, and finding the trade insights into report. So these things we have in the current scenario in the platform of which one finance department, which I talk to you now. The detail what are all the LLM tool available in different platform inside this subtopic of finance. Like when you want to work for financial document analysis, we have Bloomberg GPT, Claude Sonnet is there. Likewise, for to get market intelligence reports, we have Kenso, Alpha Sense. Likewise, we have risk analysis platform GPT-5. I think we people's now GPT-4 or GPT-5 and DeepSeek's available. And credit risk automations process we have Upstart AI, FinRobot. And likewise, financial forecastings report we are going to use Data Robot AI, and also we can able to use Google Gemini. Okay, and some kinds of other tools also available. So these things up to these are all the limited tools now which we have it at current scenario when we talk about from 2004 2024 to 2025 up so far. So which we are using in the Department of Finance. When we talk about healthcare, the healthcare here uh, we have statistical report again in the market overall 2.7 billions in 2025, but as per the projected value that should be called it as 17 billions. So day by day, you know, whenever we are going to work for agentic AI projects or any kind of related AI projects tools, I always told to my candidates that move on for medical science or healthcare. That's a blending now. So that's why we are saying to move on. Even many platforms available, the most blending platform to be call it as healthcare. So which is having a good market. Overall, we can say 36.96 billions in 2025 year. We, in the year of 2034, which having a prediction ratio 36.8 ratio. Okay, so which is a border area category now, so that so we can easily to use these tools. So here in healthcare, we are going to use GPT, Chat GPT, GPT-4, and we have a separate medical LLM tool available that should be call it as Met PLM 2 version 2. That's specific only for healthcare related data. That can easily to find out the insights, information, generate the data, and support decision making reports. Okay, even which we can easily to work for clinical report, administrative data, all those things. The first use case scenario when we talk about for healthcare, we call it as medical diagnosis assistance. So when we talk about medical diagnosis assistance, yeah, which we are going to be analyze some symptoms of disease, historical disease, matching reports, and even we can easily to get the high performance results. And even we can easily to move for processing like symptoms, medical history, even for lab results also. Here we are using some complex cases. That's also we can easily to do any kind of report, not like any report like radiology report or a dermatology report. so which we can easily to access such kinds of report and get the results. So these medical diagnosis is a good options, so which we have assistance which we need. One more tools available, some tools available, how to HAU TU, how to GPT, Med LLM. So these things is a Chinese based LLM tools which improve the knowledge to generate reports of healthcare, and also which we can easily to summarizing reports. And here patient interactions and support. This is one of the most things now which moving around in the sector. So communications with the patients and getting a response, that's informations to be clarified and follow up schedule appointments, and we can provide follow up care, all these things we have a tools available in the market, so that which we can easily to get a good results. And research and data analysis, again we talk about the same point, research and data analysis, which we can easily to find out the meaningful insights informations, so that we can get a good decision making report. Okay, so we have some more points to share it here, that should be talk about LLM based chatbots, and also we can call it as PEACH. Okay, it's a tool we are going to use for LLM chatbots. And when we talk about clinical documentations and summarizations, so we have already summarization reports. So with the help of these reports, these LLM tools can easily to automate discharge summary results, reducing physicians burnout and saving times, all these things. So which we can easily to do all kinds of activities. When the patient is going to be discharged from hospitals, it's going to be get all kinds of detailed reports. So which is having a good things now. Here some tools available in healthcare applications, which we talk about in finance. Likewise, we have LLM tools available, Met PLM2 version, Met Gemma, and then GPT-4, GPT-5, Hippocratic AI models, and BioGPT, and open source also available. Some points which I would like to share here. So this is one is called Google-based LLM tool, which is used for healthcare department for fine tune the fine tune to get the get some good quality results based on the questions asking from medical sites. And also we have MedGamma is a Google tools, okay, built on Gamma 3, optimized for medical text and image comprehensions. And we have GPT-4, GPT-5, people are using chat GPT, all those things, which can easily to get good documentation reports. And we have Polaris companies was developed Hippocratic AI model, still not yet defined about the proper name, but they are facing about the scenario for clinical assistance scenario to get the detailed patient report. Okay, even they can easily to monitor the detailed report informations, those things. And we have BioGPT, which is developed by Microsoft. So biomedicals focus on this particular train data, so that which we can easily to get summarizations, reports, all those things. So these are all some tools available. At last, some open source contender is there, which is having a recently now using multi-model concept. So even where it has integrated with DeepSeek also. DeepSeek, which we have in even clinical camel is there, Med42 is there, Llama based Meditron. So these are all the next 4 to 5 months which talk about such kinds of tools available in the market. So as of you said to you, when we talk about features, that is different departments in the platform of healthcare, we can call it as clinical departments. We are going to use DeepSeek model and MedPALM model, that is developed by Google. For medical documentations report, we definitely use ChatGPT, that is GPT 4 or 5, and non-DAX Copilot is there. For patient supports record, patient assistant reports, we are going to use MediTools AI, Path AI, Ada Health AI, Corti AI. So these are all the LLM tools available. These are all the paid tools. These are all the definitely paid tools. And also IBM companies also having IBM Watson, healthcare, all these things. Let's talk about the last section is called LLM in education. So we are the peoples now here. As a trainer, I am also use some LLM tools. So we are using the current factor now. Those who are students or candidates or working professionals developing a projects based on ML or AI. At last, we are using LLM tools to get evaluation report, project evaluation report. So we have lots of efforts. The teams has developed some kinds of LLM tools here. So we'll talk about in the platform of educations. So in education sector, we know we have to. It has a it's a vast field. So we are going to learn about the personalized learning method. Even we can easily to know about the experience from administrative automations process. All these things available in the things we have. The first use case to be call it as personalized learning experiences. So we are going to be using this tool called can analyze student learning records to deliver customized content report, which is having a good things now to use. We can call it as this scenario called personalized learning and adaptive tutoring. We can call it as. So model assess real-time feedback and explanation like intelligence tutor. So if you are going to be explain the concept, that should be answer the questions and even understanding about how students going to be understand the concept. Likewise, this helps to generate interactive curriculum material, practice questions, all these things to be done. So this is a good platforms which we are using here, the use cases. The next one is to be called automate administrative process. When we talk about automate administrative process, you know, in educational sector, even we can go for colleges, schools, everywhere. There we can easily to use scheduling the time sheet. Even we too also following some kinds of time sheet and all. Likewise, we can easily to automate time sheet grading grade systems. So in US based one university, it was implemented grade systems using LLM tool. So that which we can easily to get efficient results. Those who are teachers and students can engage all those things. And we have AI assistants for even consideration as a teacher. So we people's providing some good informations, some knowledge to the students, so students can easily to grab idea. But if a AI tutor is there, means what will happen? So we have this kinds of features available in the future. We'll talk about AI tutors, okay? Um, and even we have in the year 2024, we call it as virtual classrooms and simulations. Okay, now we are focusing something new into the platform of learning subjects like maths and science to make dynamic process to learn all these things. And we have prompt engineering and educator skill development. Okay. So all those things to be worked on in the platform of which one called educations. So when we talk about educations, very less GPT tool available now at present. We people definitely use edutech department to be used as tool called GPT series and Gemini AI. Even you can use CLAD and Llama and then open source models available. And these are all some kinds of tools available. But if you talk about sector wise, category wise, in our edutech platform, we have general AI tutors and assistants to be called, you know, chat gpt. With the help of chat gpt, we can able to make lessons notes, all those things. And cloud AI, Google Gemini, all these things. Even self learning process like personalized learning platforms to be called Han Academy. I think many people know about Han Academy. There we have Han Migo and Duolingo Max, so Socratic, all these things is there. For content creations and academic reports, even we can use ChatGPT, DeepSeek, Grok, all those things. But We have some other paid LLM tools available in the market called Grammarly AI, Notion AI. I am using Canva AI. I am daily using Canva AI. So here, which I was use some uh, infographics. Those infographics to be used it called napkin.ai. If I give any kind of prompt, what I need a content, so it's going to be generate some infographic results. That should be only limited, only 5 to 8 infographics only per login based on the credits, based on the tokens. Okay, so after that you should have to be pay some amount. Okay, so for even teaching and assessments and LMS tools, we have Moodle AI plugins is there, Great Scope AI is there, Turnitin AI tools is there. All these things to be have in the market. So we have lots of things to use case. Okay, at last final, as I said to you, we should have to know about the data privacy. Okay, that should be move on now in the current year, which develop about the data privacy issues in the large scale of data to handle, whether the data to be have a proper secured or not, whether it's a sensitive data when we are going to get the results, we may have to be trust on it. So likewise to find out the accuracy results, so we have to move on it. These kinds of challenges available, have a lots of challenges things that should be discussed in future sections, maybe the next class or some other class available, which we can know about the details information. Now the future trends in LLM application. Here some points to share you to recall the revise all these things. So in the year 2024 to 2025, we can call it as AI as an assistant. The thing is, we are in the phase of adoption and productivity phase. So that's to be call it as using LLMs, which we can assist to improve speed and efficiency. In the platform of educations, we can call it as, ChatGPT, HonMigo, all these things widely used students. Even we can easily to create a content, notes, quiz, program, summaries, all these things. AI used outside classrooms, not fully integrated. Am I right? So we have these kinds of tools available in the market itself. But likewise in healthcare we can call it as to generate documentation report, automate clinical documentation report, and even we have a chatbot called symptom checkings, and we can easily to summarize the data of medical records. But AI assists doctors, but does not decide at it. Okay, so here we are going to use. We already know some tools available. That's also discussed previous slides itself. Likewise, in the Department of Finance, we are going to use JP Morgan tools, Bloomberg tools, PayPal, Visa, Mastercard. So many tier 5 level companies are using now. Still, AI helps for analyst in the year 2025, not a trader actually. But when we talk about this year 2025 to 2026, that should be call it as integrations and intelligence phase, AI as a co-pilot now. So which to be call it as deep integration into working flow process, and we are going to use multi-model AI concept. Okay, so here in the platform of educations, so we are using now AI integrated into LMS platform, so which we have to learn voice based learning, image based learning, or text based learning. AI as a mentor for career guidance now. So it's a LLM becomes the part of classroom now if you are going to use the tools. Likewise for healthcare, clinical co-pilot we can call, so which can easily to assist for diagnosis report for the doctors can easily to approval those reports, medical images reports, or we can do fine tune the results from analysis report from which one called diagnosis data. And also we can call it as personalized treatment suggestions, all these things to be have AI agents for hospital operations. This is also one of the good things now. We'll move on. And we have the last one is called AI agents for portfolio analysis for the customers, and they are monitoring to create automated compliance reports, faster loan and credit decisions. That's also happens now this year. So LLM becomes the financial co-pilots now. Now we'll talk about in the next 3 years. That's to be completely call it as autonomous and agentic phase. We call it as autonomous and agentic phase. So we have AI teachers for micro learning. It's AI evaluates and as a teachers as a mentor. So what happened? Personal learning companion will be there. So personalized lifelong learning agents will be there. So AI become as a teacher. So we don't know what will happen in the future. So that which can easily to grab all those things. So we are going to be trained some model. We are going to be trained some LLM model. So based on that, AI is going to teach every information. So likewise, we have automate AI with IoT healthcare systems, and we can easily do predict disease detection. So currently we are doing some kinds of disease detection. So in future also have some kinds of disease predictive disease detections. It's more on completely automated health monitoring agents. So it's completely call it as AI become as a health guardian. So for financial sector, again the same thing we have. Agentic AI is going to be trade for automated for trading reports, and which is going to be have a working flow process of complete financial management process, and which we can easily to prevent fraud prevention task, all these things. So these things to be have up to know all these things. So with these few words, I just want to complete these sections. So you peoples can tell me as of your point of view. Please guys, some is there any kind of things you can share it to me? Some points so that we can easily to discuss.
Hello, Mohammed sir.
Yes, yes, available, ma'am.
Yeah. So any questions from the audience?
Just I'm waiting for that.
Yeah, yes, sir. Please.
Sir, am I audible?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Sir, can you please once tell again those tools in finance sector?
Finance sectors, we have a lots of tools available. That's I will show it to once again. Some of the tools.
Ji, sir. Thank you, thank you.
I think you've missed those sections. I think so. Just a minute.
I was going to find pain and meanwhile it missed by me.
Okay, okay.
So this time I
So
will take a screenshot.
yeah, this is the main three main tools currently using called Bluebird GPT, Finbird, and FinGPT. Okay, when we
Okay.
talk about the complete which we having now current process in different financial sector subcategory, that should be call it as these kinds of tools available in the market now.
Okay.
These are all paid. These are all paid.
Sir,
Even
can you share
yes,
screen
which one?
so that I
PPT.
will take so that I
I
will
will. I
take a
will share. Yeah,
screenshot.
yeah. Yes, 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 yes. Just a minute. Can you able to see you?
Ji, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Please
No
ask me any
questions, sir.
from anybody. Please ask me the questions. Still, many peoples have a plan because we are all our professors here. I think you peoples have a plan to move on for in education sector. Okay. So try to, we can easily to build some kinds of tools, customizations tools also, even we can able to use open source LLM tools in the market itself. Thank you so much. Currently, whenever I'm going to take any class for AI an advanced AI topic, I always told to my students, yes, I just want to share some few points. So you know about no code AI. How many people know no code AI? Anybody know here? Anybody know here? No code AI. We call it as no code AI. So here,
Yes,
just
sir.
yes, we have a website called livable.dev. If I give any kind of prompt here, that should be generate a complete applications. So which we can easily to build. So that I can easily see, so these are all my students. These are all my students' website. This is the portfolio. This is the portfolio. They can easily to make a good portfolio so that people can easily to go for an interview. They can able to showcase their skill sets, what they'll have actually. If you want to build any kind of application oriented, go for bold.new. These are all some other tools available in the markets. So these are all paid tools actually. So we should have to be write some proper prompt so that which we can easily to create some good applications, apps, all those things. So we have lots of tools available in the section in the market. So we should have to be properly analyze which one is good and which we can easily to focus on it. Some one of our candidates asking about the feedback link, ma'am. Can you please provide in the chat section feedback link?
Yes, sir. We'll provide the feedback link after the session to the WhatsApp group.
Okay, okay, ma'am. Is there any other doubts? Please ask me.
Any participant, if you have any doubts, please raise your hand.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Sir, in medical field, how we can use in image processing, sir?
Image processing, which you're asking.
Yeah,
Um,
diagnosis and image processing and documentation.
okay.
There I am. How we can assist there in medical field, sir?
Currently, we peoples are using only use called this to be call it as open source, which I'm saying using called Gemini AI, CLAD, all these things. And we have for computer vision related, we have call it as Lava. We have
Lava.
open source call it as Lava, Lava, LLAVA, Lava. For only for basics related. If you go for something like advanced means, we are going to use GPT only for image processing.
Or in medical related, some doctors are using the documentations and
Yes,
as well the
yes,
image.
yes, 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 yes,
Uh,
sir.
which app we can use it if it is a licensed one? How we can use very effectively for that field, sir?
Just a minute, sir.
Hmm.
So most of the time, that is things are open source. We are using Lava only, Lava or Gemini AI or DeepSeeks we have available in the market, but it has pro and as well as free version. It has pro and free versions only. Even if you go for like which you are asking about related field of the doctors and all, you can go for the cloud platform called Amazon Text Tract, Azure AI Vision, and Google Vision API, all these things. So these are all the high-end tools, that is a paid tools, which we can easily to synchronize with cloud, all these things. Even we people's using healthcare image AI, that should be call it as bio GPT vision. So we have a bio GPT, we can call it as Med Gemini, we can call it as Med Gemini, all these things. But if you are have a knowledge, move on for Amazon AWS Azure means there we have some advanced supportive tools.
Okay, okay. For this one, do you have any use case for that, sir? Any practically so use case on that? Any simple example like that?
Use case for image processing, which you are asking.
Any documentations? Because uh, practically how it is going to work if you use LLM in that space.
Mm, to say just think about those things. Just a minute. A little bit, I'm not having that much idea now at present for use case of image and all.
Okay, okay, sir.
Which I was totally work on educations now. Currently, move on for manufacturing related because it has an around of IT experience of productions and planning and manufacturing. That should
Okay,
be I have from your side. You are a doctorate now. From your side only, I too be also have to check some cited paper, some research
okay.
paper. Is there any kind of related about use cases?
Why I ask this question is many doctors,
No.
even in corporate
Uh,
hospitals, even in
yes,
the
yes,
local,
yes, yes, yes,
they
yes,
are
yes, yes.
they will treat the patient, but the
Okay.
documentation, processing, and updating the AI technologies, even the normal technologies only, they were not able to upgrade
Mm.
due to this budget like that. If you
Okay,
use
sir.
that AI technology, LLM, might
Mm.
be useful for the patients and as well as the doctors in healthcare in industry like that. That's why I asked that questions.
Sure, sure. So you better you can follow me through LinkedIn itself, okay? So my name is
Okay.
there, G. Mohammed Luqman, G. Mohammed Luqman Data Mites. You just
Oh,
search in LinkedIn. You just follow
uh-huh.
me. In future, definitely we can sit and discuss about regarding all these things. Even I can share some few more points to you, so you can easily to get a help for all these things.
G. Mohammed Lukman in
Data Mites, Data Mites. Yeah.
database. Okay.
Yeah. It's if you search
Okay.
it in LinkedIn, I will available.
Sure, sir. I will follow you, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. Any other queries? So if say specific data sets not available in any tools is there for generating synthetic data, it's acceptable in research. Yes, yes. For research oriented, see, when we are doing PGs, that time it's a demand of data. It's currently we have data available, nothing to worry about for the data. And nothing to worry about for even paid data also. Have a lots of data available and the social media platform have a lots of groups available. So we can easily to get data. Uh, s- uh, we can easily to do for search oriented things. Any other queries, please ask me.
Any other questions from the participants? Yes, sir. I think no more questions.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for giving this opportunity. I would like to thanks to the management and your supportive staffs and HODs. And also, I would like to thanks to my data mites team for giving this opportunity to share some few points and knowledge. Even our most senior staffs and uh, some doctorate staffs available so that which we can easily to share some few points here. Thank you so much once again.
Thank you so much, sir. That was really a very insightful presentation from your end. It's our privilege to have you as our session speaker today. So before we leave the meeting, I kindly request you to turn on the video because as for a documentation purpose, we need a
Yes, yes,
screenshot
yes.
with the speaker.
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am. I am Mohammed Lokhman here.
Thank you,
So
sir. Nice meeting you. Thank you, sir. Thank you so
uh,
much. Uh, Again, we'll be meeting you again for the other session. Thank
yes,
you so
sure.
much. Yes,
Thank you
rest
so
all the
much.
participants. Thank you, sir. All the participants can again join back at 7:30 for the next session.
Thank you all once again. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.